everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. We're across the pond in England this week, and two teams are hoping to show off for an international audience. It's the Redskins going up against the Bengals. So with that, let's send you out to London as we bring in our commentary team, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Coming up, another edition of the NFL International Series, and it should be a good one between the Washington Redskins and the Cincinnati Bengals. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. This one grabbed by A.J. Green. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
That was not a completion that results in a highlight video. But at the same time, if you have those kind of completions all game long, eventually one of them might turn into a highlight.
Offense staying ahead of the chains here, 2nd and 3. It's 2nd down. Dalton looking, eluding the pressure right. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's 3rd and short. And in the backfield out of the starting group, you have to look out for Giovanni Bernard.
And you have to make sure you're ready to hit the spin button with this guy. Awfully exciting in the open field.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. Underneath, this is Bernard. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes the left-footed punter, Kevin Huber, to punt it away.
Obviously, they didn't get everything they wanted on that completion, but they put themselves in a spot where you've got to at least think about going for it. I know where we are on the field, but still, you've got to think about it, don't you?
Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Starting 11 here for the offense. It's going to take some snaps here in a second. Wide receiver Pierre Garçon, always been a very good force in this league.
I agree with you totally on that. Even as a youngster, played with a fury, played with force, continues to do that now as a veteran, and knows how to mentor the younger guys.
And how about the dime look here? 6 DBs on 3rd and inches.
Daring them to run the ball.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. The 3rd and inches, tried to pick it up the middle. He had nowhere to go, tackled for a loss.
And you know how we talk about double A-gap pressure, meaning linebackers going in the gap between the center and the guard on either side? Well, it's not always to get to the passer. Sometimes you do that to prevent a running play. Worked pretty well in that situation.
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went
and now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. The H-back, Ryan Hewitt, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. And here is the Redskin defense.
Trent Murphy's #1 attribute is playing against the run, but he continues to work hard on his pass rush skills.
Second and 10. Dalton once more. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there. And it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he sensed being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on 2nd down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on 3rd. 3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. So the new weapon just picked up via the trade, making an impact here right away.
And what you like about getting guys who catch passes, you don't have to spend a lot of time in the playbook. You just tell them to dial up a route and get the ball in their hands.
Here's Dalton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Second down here after the incomplete pass. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. We heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And right with it here over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll be a 2nd down. He had time, was able to survey the field and find a soft spot in that zone coverage.
And that's where it gets difficult for a defender, Brandon. You go to your spots on the field that you have to cover, and when the offense finds an area that you're not in, that's where they throw the football.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And Dalton to throw. Wright's got it. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
I think that's a big pickup for a 1st down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a 1st down. Executed it to perfection.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Giovanni Bernard, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here, so it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone. Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game. And he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
The penalty really backs up the offense here on first down. Now 20 yards to go. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a gain of 7 on the ground. 2nd down coming up.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Back live, Charles Davis to my right. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Redskin football to begin quarter number 2. They're on the march, but facing a 3rd down here. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Jackson. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a 1st down. And now the passing game here in the 2nd quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence. On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. And they'll run it here. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. Just a couple there on the 2nd down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down. Cousins. Jackson's got it over the middle. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
3 yards to go here on second down. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Redskins are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And he's able to put it through. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. You know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. So the D-line's going to spread out. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down after a good gain. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big plays.
To throw here, Dalton. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Kendall Wright, the intended target. That'll bring up second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
To play here in quarter number 2. Play clock winding down. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Wright's got him. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It's a 4-yard pickup, and they're going to face a 3rd down. Completed pass on 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down as the defense looks for the stop. Third down, a shot here for Dalton. And this is going to be incomplete.
The days of knowing your assignment, dropping to it, and calling it a day, that's over with. Because now, when you drop into a zone, especially as a defensive back, you're seeing the play in front of you. So if a man wanders into your area, guess what? Now it goes from zone to man coverage in many cases. And on this particular play, able to see the play in front of him, react to it, and knock the ball away. Gotta like what you just saw there, if you like zone defense.
So out now come the Redskins. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Second down and just 1. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Tackle made that time by Michael Johnson.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Throwing, Cousins. Jordan Reed has it. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
So the offense has it 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Jones. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, in that play, the expression, don't blink, you might miss something, certainly applied. That was fast. Defense diagnosed the play, and it was over in a heartbeat.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to the booth right after this. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push them back more.
No. Jack, Green, 39.
2nd down, Cousins. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. Call it a gain of 5. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. On 3rd down, Cousins. It's brought in by Dodson. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key 1st down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
He's going to get this one out to his fullback. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. It's a 1st down.
And they pick up a 1st down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean that's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college. With all the spread offenses, not very many pro style, where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make...
No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Andy Dalton to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. There's a running back who was a receiver on the play. I think he's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd learned to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
Fakes the give to Bernard. Dalton looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he is out of bounds, getting it just shy of the 35.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
It's second down. Dalton looking. Green with a catch left side. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. Dalton, 1st and 10. And that's incomplete. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. Passing again. Dalton on 2nd and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. So an excellent throw and an... Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. A big play there just before halftime. 48 yards. A great job pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes and just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. One receiver left, 2 to the right. And it'll be Dalton again. He drops it off for Bernard. Call it a gain of 3, and that'll make it 3rd and goal.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And some extras coming up on the line here, readying for the blitz. And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. Dalton on 3rd and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Giovanni Bernard in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals are in for 6. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Final play of the half, Cousins going for the deep ball. And this one is incomplete. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Just a yard on the... First down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Now a 2nd down throw for Cousins. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
It looked like they had something there, but I think that he was thinking about running with the football before he actually hauled it in, and that led to a big drop.
Still 9 yards to go on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Cousins. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
Here's Tressway now. On for his 2nd punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt goes out of bounds. Where will they put it? They'll put it just inside the 45-yard line. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
So 2nd and 10 here. Second down, Dalton. Crowder's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. They send Green to the left on his own. Throwing, Dalton, and a hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on third after that incompletion. Another chance for Dalton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Shift together here from the D-line. Dalton. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down. Partner, nothing complicated here. This is just a pretty simple drag route.
You're exactly right, Brandon. Instead of throwing it downfield, they just throw it underneath and let the receiver do the work.
And again, Andy Dalton to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a first and goal. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Only a yard that time. Second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And the avenue collapsed for him as he's going to be held up short of the goal line. No gain on the play, and it'll bring up a third down. Despite only needing 1, Dalton to throw. And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown. Giovanni Bernard with his 3rd touchdown so far, number 13 now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. It's good, and it is now 21-7. After the touchdown, here's Mike Nugent now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Cousins on first down. And he's going to be wrapped up and driven down. Carlos Dunlap. He's the one to get him, and that's sack number 7 for him on the year. Cousins now on second down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Third and long for Cousins. And he coughs up the football near his own goal line. And this will be recovered at least by the offense, but he'll be taken down in the end zone, and that That is going to be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Green's got it over the middle. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 17 that time. And it'll give the Bengals a 1st down. And quickly, they get to the line. To throw here, Dalton. Green with a catch left side. They give him 15 more, and it's another 1st down.
Well, it's real easy to ascertain that in the game plan, Andy Dalton, A.J. Green was deemed vital.
And it certainly was the focal point of the defense. They just had trouble with it. Most teams do.
Well, that just tells you how good it is. These guys have grown together, you know, coming into the Bengals, getting together early, and continuing to get better. Doesn't matter what defenses put out there. They feel like they have an answer for it.
And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. 1st and 10 for Dalton. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down to about the 21 or 22. Second down now after the pass completion. Another chance for Dalton. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
Dalton. That's caught at the 3. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And from the 3 now, it's 2nd and goal. They'll run it here with Braun. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. So 3rd and goal, the defense in the dime.
Can still bring pressure.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Jamison Crowder, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. Leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Here's Cousins. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
On 3rd and 1, I think everyone in the stadium thought they'd try and run the football there, but they tried to surprise the defense and hit something through the air. Instead, it results in an incompletion.
It's a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front, or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Dalton gives to Bernard. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. They'll run again with Bernard. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well.
3rd and 1, partner. No need to be fancy there. Just use some force and move forward and pick up the first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. This one caught by Crowder. Look at this spin.
Balance.
And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first downs and keeping the football.
Dalton, 1st and 10. Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Greg Tolder. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
something
well,
else. And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area. When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game.
From the gun, here's Cousins. Bringing it in, Jackson left side. Give him 11 on the gain there. And that leads to a Washington first down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And a few little style points on the juke, but not much room to maneuver after that. Time for a break. We'll come back and wrap up garbage time after this. Let's see what the offense comes with here. 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
We just saw another example of how the defense is winning this game. Really at the point of attack, the offensive line is just getting pushed around. I think now as a play caller, you got to give them a little bit of help. Maybe keep your tight ends a little bit more. Maybe the running backs help you a little bit with the pass blocking. But you've got to help them get some confidence because you can't abandon the play calling right now.
Out to the left here to Reed. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Well, the advantage has certainly shifted to the defense as we began that third down play, and they found a way to foil it and pick up a first down.
Third time's a charm, right? 2 incompletions. Had to have it on third, and they got it.
Yeah, they stuck.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Working out of the gun, Cousins. His pass caught at the 4. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Throwing, Cousins being chased, and he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jordan Reed, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
Here's Dalton. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A.J. Green with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Here's Dalton to throw for it. And he will dive into the end zone, and the 2-point conversion is successful. Up big, and they go for 2, and they get it.
I remember being in high school and seeing an article in the paper where a local columnist had said, "Why are we fighting over sportsmanship and running up the score? Just run it up on everybody and deal with it." Some people just don't care that way, and obviously this coach feels the exact same way.
So that article is saying the defense should be able to stop them.
That's what they're trying to say. Hey, if you don't want it to happen, stop them. Otherwise, quit whining about it.
Now let's go. No. Check. Patriot. Leopard. Gun.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. It's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you may curl it a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.